Hello there. Tim here with WebEx Events. In this video, we'll go over the steps to create the on-site app that attendees use to check into the event. For this example, the on-site product has already been activated. The first step is to establish the overall appearance of the on-site app. This is the very start of the event experience for attendees, so it's important that it matches the branding and overall feel of the event. Choose how attendees should check in. There are two options that are both enabled by default. Toggle them on or off to change the check-in options available to attendees. If both options are turned on, attendees can choose which method they'd like to use. They can scan a QR code, which is the most secure option. Click Edit on this option to customize the name, icon, camera choice, and instructions. Or they can search by their check-in details. Click Edit to see the customizations available. In the name field, I'll change the name to Locate Your Information. It's important to remember, whatever name you use for the option, make sure it's clear to the attendee what action they need to take. Click Upload Image to replace the default icon that attendees select with your own custom image. Or click Select Icon to choose from our list of 150,000 icons. By default, attendees can search by their last name, first name, company name, email, or ticket number. Toggle these options off and on to select which pieces of information attendees can use to find their profile. For example, you may choose to limit the search options to only ticket number and email. To change the order the options are displayed in, click and drag the two-line icon next to it. Make sure to save any changes. As you're making changes and customizing options, the preview on the right side of the screen updates to show what it will look like. Next, choose how the check-in screen should be oriented, either portrait, landscape, or both. If you choose both, the layout automatically updates as the device is physically turned. To see a preview of each orientation, toggle between them in the preview. Next, select a background. You can choose a solid background color that matches your branding, or upload a custom background image. By default, the theme color from the event is selected. To change this color, select the eyedropper icon next to Theme Color. The secondary color is chosen automatically to coordinate with your theme color. This helps ensure there's sufficient contrast between the background and the buttons on the screen. If you choose a custom background image, we recommend you select a theme color from the image to keep a cohesive look. If you're using both portrait and landscape, upload a portrait and landscape version of the background image. Once you're happy with the appearance in the preview, click Save and Continue in the lower right corner to customize the check-in page. The check-in page is what attendees see once they've located their information by searching or scanning a QR code. By default, attendees can view their profile information before printing their badge. In the check-in settings, you can customize the page title, the text that appears on the Print Badge button, and what fields are visible to attendees. Toggle Yes to show or No to hide a field. Some fields have the option to allow attendees to edit before printing their badge. If the field is set to Yes and there's a crossed out pencil icon on the left, select it to make the field editable and the line crossing it out is removed. Select it again to disallow editing. If you're using WebEx Events registration with this event and have custom questions, or if you've imported custom information, those fields also appear here and can be set as editable. It can be helpful to give attendees the option to edit their information without needing to ask event staff for help. Whether they're updating their new last name after getting married, correcting their pronouns in a custom question, or sharing their new job title after a promotion, This is an opportunity to empower attendees to be in control of their own information. It's important to note, choosing to show or hide a field in this section has no impact on which pieces of information are printed on the badge. For a streamlined check-in experience, enable Fast Track at the top of this section by toggling this option to Yes. This removes the preview screen completely. Once an attendee scans their QR code or selects their information from a search, their badge immediately prints, and the check-in process is complete. When you're happy with your selections, click Save and Continue to go to the confirmation page. The confirmation page is the last screen attendees see before going to pick up their badge. The title and confirmation text can be customized to fit the tone and style of the event, or give final instructions to attendees. If you're using multiple printers, we recommend including the printer location variable in your title. Simply select the variable and the needed HTML text populates in the field. Once you're happy with the text, click Save and Continue. Lastly, there are some basic settings that can be customized. The on-site app's settings require event staff to enter a password that you can customize here. This should be something easy to remember, but not something an average attendee could simply guess. Next, set how long certain screens stay active before timing out and going back to the start screen. Drag the slides to change the time frame. Attendees sometimes lose or damage their badge and need a reprint. If you're concerned about repeat offenders, drag this slider to adjust the number of times each badge can be reprinted. Click Save. And if you're happy with all your information, click Publish in the upper right-hand corner to finish creating your on-site app. If you want to make changes to any of these settings, you can always come back and update any of the information. If you make a change to the on-site app settings during an event, such as updating the color or image, log out of the app and back in to see your changes.